Welcome to DesiwebUSA. I'm your host Monica, here with funny man Paul Singh today. How are you doing, Paul?
I'm very good, thank you. How are you?
So what brings you to Tampa?
Well, I'm doing a Punjabi association show. They have a cultural program tonight where a whole bunch of people are participating, and I'm emceeing that show.
Are you really? Okay, so I'm assuming it's going to be a comedic twist to the entire...
As much comedic flavor as I can. That's my goal.
All right, so now tell me a little bit how you got into comedy.
Okay. Well, in 2001, I hurt my knee playing tennis. I used to be really big in tennis, and I needed an outlet to, to do something, because I was always playing tennis, and all of a sudden I don't have tennis anymore. And the doctor told me I would never play tennis again. So I needed something to keep my mind occupied. And secondly, the doctor told me that I can never run again.
Oh.
So if you cannot run, you better be a good talker.
Right.
Because you have to stand and answer. So I took up public speaking.
I see.
And I got good at it to where I kept winning all these awards at very high level. And somebody said, hey, you know what? There's one common denominator in all your speeches, and that's comedy. Why don't you try your hand in comedy? So I went to an open mic, and I just did a few jokes, and the booker came up to me. He says, hey, how would you like to perform at the Saturday show? We'll give you $75.
Oh, wow.
And that was like a lottery ticket. Wow, $75. Okay.
Just to talk.
Right, just to talk.
Just to entertain.
Yeah, and so all of a sudden, I felt valuable that, I was not just blabbering, and there was something worth in my community.
Everybody wants to laugh,
Right.
That's why comedies do so well. And so since then, how did you get to where you are now?
Well, I started performing from club to club, and I noticed that I didn't like the club environment because there was too much profanity, too much cussing, too much sexual material, and I wanted to have more depth to my material. And so I work clean, as much clean as I can.
Yeah.
Of course, I tell adult jokes as well, but
non-veg, as they call it.
Right. It's non-veg, but I don't like using profanity, and so I started doing associations, non-profits, and
good for you.
I also do auctioneering for non-profits, so it works out really well for me. They'll hire me because they have no budget.
Right.
So I'll say, don't worry about the budget. I'll help you raise money.
Oh, that's great.
And we'll have fun.
Right.
So it works out really
and you get your name out and get more recognition.
Right.
Now, where are you based?
I'm based out of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
Yeah, outskirts of Washington, D.C.
Okay. And so do you have any influences in comedy, anyone's style that maybe you try to emulate, or are you just working from scratch?
I admire a lot of people. I admire Russell Peters. I admire Dan Nainan. I admire a lot of people. But I have my own style. My comedy stems from the problems that I've had. And everything I've got in my life is after something that really went wrong. And then I thought about it. I said, well, how can I turn this into a gift?
Oh, it's a great way to look at it.
And so everything I get in life is out of a failure. So
well, hey, you got to turn it around somehow, right? What better way than to make a joke out of it, I guess.
Right.
That's a good niche.
And like, I'll give you an example. Like, my son came to me. He says, hey, Dad, can you give me $100? I got to take this girl out. I'm like, dude, what do I get out of that? Yeah. Well, the satisfaction of knowing that I'm not gay.
Oh. Hey, you can't argue with that logic.
I have no problem if you were gay. You know what? I'm open-minded. Well, what did you do when you were 18? Went out with the boys. In India, that's what we did.
Right.
I had no problem. So, stuff like that,
So you took something. Now, what were you doing as a career before this?
I'm a computer professional, unlike most Indians, yeah.
I am too.
Very interesting,
yeah. So do you keep that as well and do this on the side?
I do. I keep that because I'm going to be finishing that in a couple of years, and then I won't have to work anymore in that career.
Oh, good for you.
Go on road, and in the meantime, I'm developing material so that I can go on the road.
Okay, and do you ever come to the Improv? It's a popular comedy chain.
I've done all the improvs. I've done from DC Improv, LA Improv,
all right,
and all the improvs nearby that I've done. I visit a rehab center for seniors. Okay. Because one of my goals, my personal goals, is I like to laugh 200 times a day. That's my goal. Wow. When I say laugh, I don't mean ha ha he he. No, I mean a belly busting laugh to the point where 200
times a day. You must have some killer abs. That's supposed to be like.
When I sleep at night, I actually feel it. I go, yeah, this is a good day.
That's good.
I feel good. So what I do is to get that score. I don't keep score, but it works out.
Yeah.
I visit a senior rehab, and I've memorized all the patients' names.
Wow.
Okay, that's one of my things. I've memorized because when you connect with somebody by addressing them with their name,
makes them feel
they
important.
have no choice but connect back with them.
Yeah.
So, and the best part is, I'm not the one making them laugh. Most of the times, they're making me laugh.
Yeah, they're very genuine.
Yeah, so it works out really
They have nothing to hide at that.
It works out really well. They love it. I love it, and it keeps my quota, of 200.
So you guys both get something from each other.
Exactly. You'd be surprised how many jokes seniors tell me.
Oh,
They
yeah.
wait for me. They go, "Hey, Paul's coming."
Oh my gosh! I mean, they're probably just happy to see their, the kids come, but to see a comedian come visit them is.
And they don't know that I'm a comedian. That's the best part. I don't tell everybody because
they probably try to be their own comedians.
Right, exactly. They just know me as a funny guy who likes to laugh. So.
Aw. Now, on that note, since you said you like those belly busting laughs, what do you think of laughing yoga? Since it's become almost like a thing on YouTube where it's gone viral.
I love it. I love it. You know what the best part about laughing yoga is? You know how when you didn't finish your food, your parents told you, "Hey, finish your food." Their kids start.
Oh yeah.
Well, I have a similar analogy for that. When people don't laugh at my joke, I go, "Hey, you should be glad there are people laughing for no reason in India."
So, not just in India.
That's why I tell people, in life, you're gonna meet hundreds of people who want to make you cry.
Yeah.
In fact, we pay money to the government to make us cry. Look at taxes, look at IRS, look at customs. They're all there to
I know
make
some
you
people crying right
miserable.
now because tax day's coming
Exactly.
up.
So, there are very few people in life whose main agenda is to make you smile.
Yeah.
Make you laugh. And we don't appreciate that. We look at them as cynical, like, "Oh yeah, whatever," And it's really sad, but I don't look at it that way. I laugh at them and I have fun.
Well, the community here is definitely appreciative of you. So they're really looking forward to tonight's show. And thank you for sitting with us today. Appreciate your time.
You're very welcome.
All right, that was Paul Singh. You can catch him on his website at
comedianpaul.com.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming.
Welcome to the Punjabi Mela 2012. Thank you. Everybody stay standing. We're having an iTunes moment right now. So hopefully their server doesn't go down. But we'll be doing the Indian National Anthem in just a second. Stretch your legs, because you're going to be seated for just a little while for a great show.
Punjab, Sindh, Gujarat, Maratha, Dravid, Utkal, Banga. Jaya, 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 Hey.
Thank you very much. We have almost 400 people here. And that's, again, and thanks to these people for their hard work. And obviously for yours. We've got a new website. It's called PunjabiAssociationOfTampa.com. Next year there'll be updates, so please get on Facebook. We're on there as well. Like us. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but like us. I'm not the big Facebook guy, but we're on there. And you can buy tickets on Facebook, straight from Facebook. We're moving on into the digital age. Please welcome our MC for the evening. It's definitely not going to be me, so don't worry. This gentleman has won the Desi Comedy Idol in New York. He's played in all the major venues, the Comedy Cellar, the Improv, and a lot of major clubs across the world. And please, if everybody could welcome and give a big hand to Mr. Paul Singh.
So how are you guys doing? Make some noise, you guys. Good looking Punjabis. Make some noise. How many Gujaratis we got here? Make some noise. All right, 4 of them. Great. कहीं भी मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, कहीं भी मुकम्मल जहां नहीं मिलता, कहीं ज़मीन कहीं आसमां नहीं मिलता, ज़ुबान मिली है मगर हम ज़ुबान नहीं मिलता. So I'm very happy that I'm here amongst Punjabis, who understand my language. I'm really excited, I'm really happy. Folks, I came here 35 years ago. How many people have been here a while? Make some noise. 30 years? How about 35 years? Make some noise if you still can. All of you. That's pretty cool. Some of you are only 25. Hey, listen now. When I first came to America 35 years ago, there were hardly any Indians. We used to get excited every time we saw somebody our color. We'd run after him, give him a big hug. Oh, Sanaji, get down! No comprende mucho hoto. In Spanish, that means, get away from me, you Indian idiot. But nowadays, we're so spoiled that if we see another Punjabi or Desi in the mall, we make a U-turn right away. Shh, beta, don't look. She's from our village. Besides, we didn't invite her to your birthday party. That's because she gives us cheap yard sale gifts. And if she finds out that we're going to India next week, she'll show up with a big suitcase. In fact, I started learning English in 7th grade. And in 8th grade, our class was the worst class in English. We were so bad that the principal actually came to our class to find out what the heck was going on. So he came to the class, he wrote the word nature, N-A-T-U-R-E, nature on the board. And he asked me, he says, can you pronounce this word? I said, N-A-T-U-R-E, nature. He got so upset he caned me. Then he asked the rest of the class, they all said nature. So he tells the teacher, he says, teacher, I want you to fill this whole class. Teacher looks at the principal, he says, principal sahab, come on. They're little kids. Why do you want to ruin their future? Why don't you wait till they're a little bit more mature? So, the other day I took my wife and my mom boating, and my mom is in a wheelchair, so I took them boating, and I was thinking, I said, as I was pedaling the boat, I was thinking, I said, my mom can't swim, and my wife doesn't know how to swim. So if something was to happen to the boat, I was kind of like lost in my thoughts. So my wife asked me, she says, what are you thinking? I said, what if the boat was to capsize? Who would I save first? She says, she thought about it for a minute. She says, honey, why don't you save your mom? There'll be plenty of people who want to rescue me. So folks, you guys ready for the next performance? Alright, the next performance is again from St. Pete Bhangra Fusion Team. And the participants are Lakshmi, Sham, Lily, Ekta, Nina, and Hema. Give it up for them, folks. One more time, ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Lakshmi, Samya, Sean, Lily, Erica, Nina, and Hannah. One more time, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, these kids work very hard. You know, I have 2 teenage boys, and I tell you, it's so hard to even get them to do their homework. So for them to take time out and practice, that takes a lot of time and a lot of effort and a lot of dedication. So please don't hold back your applause, all right? Please, one more time, give them a big hand, folks. So how many people have a Facebook account? Make some noise. How about you, Mr. Nothing? No Facebook? You don't want Facebook? You don't care about Facebook? You know, folks, I have a neighbor who's 80 years old. My neighbor is 80 years old. The other day he comes over, he says, Mr. Paul, I have 475 Facebook friends. I said, wow, how many does your wife have? He says, I don't know, she's not my friend. So how many Gujarati people? Make some noise again. Gujarati people, where are you guys? All right. Even the Punjabis are raising their hand. Today they want to be Gujarati too. I love Gujarati people. I tell you, I only have one request to Gujarati people. When you pronounce my name, please say it correctly. I have a friend who says to me, he says, hey Paul, tu kahan tha yaar? Maine tujhe sare hall mein dhoonda. Maine kaha kaun se hall mein dhoonda? Arey piche wale hall mein dhoonda yaar, kahan tha tu? But you know one thing, I love Gujarati people. My niece is married to a Gujarati guy, and my nephew is married to a Gujarati girl. And we love it, we have such a great time. One thing I noticed, Gujarati people and Punjabi people, we have a lot in common. You think about it, Punjabi people, you know, and Gujarati people, when we go to a party, what do we like to do? We like to eat, we like to drink, and we like to dance. Balle balle. And you know, garba, you know, and so if you think about it, all the letters in Bhangra are in garba. Think about it, all the letters in Bhangra are in garba as well. So, but you know, one thing we have in common again is we all live in $1 million homes. We eat on $20,000 dining table, but the napkins are from Subway. And the hot sauce, Taco Bell. Please welcome St. Pete's Bhangra Junior Team, Rajvi, Ruhi, Erica, Yash, and Preeti.